your thing on the internet.
Hello, welcome everyone to Yoga Club Virtual. I think, am I in the right place?
Yeah, I would go to your Google Classroom meeting, so this way if you see anyone come on, it'll still record what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm at the Google Classroom.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, is that the meet? You're at the meet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so there's nobody here, but
Oh, Hannah, you gotta get mad.
I am going to do a yoga.
Oh, you gotta pick it up.
Oh. So,
Aaron got his license, so I checked.
welcome. Wish there were more people here, but I get it. People are busy and it's tough. It's tough to change the time of things but let's settle in to a comfortable seated position. Maybe you're sitting up on I have a blanket here, putting your hips a little bit above your knees and breathe here naturally. I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just check in with your body, see if you're holding tension anywhere. Start with your feet, go up your legs, knees, thighs. Check in with your hips, see if you're holding some tension there. Breathe into any parts that feel a little bit tight. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders up and back. For me, I always hold it in my neck. Oh, okay. Bring the chin slightly towards your chest. Get out! Let's practice our Ujjayi Breath, which is the Darth Vader breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Let's do that a couple more times. Today's focus is creating space. So maybe broaden your shoulders, bring the shoulder blades together down your back, open up the heart, open up the chest. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head completely, putting your chin to your chest with this nice stretch. The back of the neck. Maybe here you want to set an intention for your practice. Inhale, release. Put your hands on your knees. Inhale, arms up. Stretch your fingertips to the ceiling. Breathe here. We're going to stretch out our wrists. Bring the pinky in, finger by finger, and then knuckles down to the ground. A nice stretch for the wrists. Palms facing forward, bring the thumb in and make a fist around the thumbs, then pour out 2 pitchers. Let's do that again. Palms facing forward, pinky, Bring your hands together in a clap and just move your wrist in an infinity just to stretch it out. Maybe you want to do it with your hands separated, go the other way. Beautiful. So inhale, arms up. Slightly look up. Exhale. Put your right hand on your left knee and twist. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist. Inhale, elongate. And exhale, twist. Twisting is really great for getting anything out of the body that's not serving you. Inhale and exhale, twist. Return to center. Inhale, arms up. Look up slightly. And exhale, left hand to right knee. And twist over, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Come back to the center. Let's make our way to all fours very slowly. Okay. Tabletop position. Hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Okay. You want to have a flat back from your tailbone to the crown of your head. This is, toes are tucked under. This is the basic position, right? So you don't want to be saddleback like that, and you don't want to let your head hang down. So just straighten up and push away from the ground. Open up your chest. This is tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, push away from the ground for cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, and pull your navel in to cat pose. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Now I'd like you to move your body in any way that feels comfortable to you. Maybe you want to do some circles and see how that feels in your body. Oh, that feels good in my hips. Maybe you want to turn your hands so that your fingertips are facing your knees, and maybe move your knees up a little bit if that feels comfortable. Stretching your wrists again. Oh, yeah, my wrists have been killing me. All of this work. All right, so from tabletop here, we're going to come onto the right hand, tick-tock your right leg out, and straighten your left foot for a half or a modified plank pose. So you're pushing away from the ground, your arm is up and over your head, and you're pressing into the ball and the outside edge of your left foot. Breathe here. It's a beautiful stretch. You may want to try this full plank, side plank, if you're feeling strong, or if you want to try it. I was able to hold it for a breath. Maybe I'll try it again. Whoop. Okay, I'm falling, and it's okay, because in yoga we get stronger from doing these moves, and I'm getting stronger. Not there yet. Okay, come back to tabletop and bring your right foot up between your hands for a low lunge. Now you're not sinking all the way here. You're holding your body up here. You're bringing your right hip back and your left hip forward. Your hands can be on the hips. Your hands can be on the ground. Your hands can be on blocks. Whatever feels good in your body. And breathe here. If you want, bring your arms up. Slightly lean back. Come down. And now walk your front foot out a little bit and straighten the front leg. You can use blocks here for half splits. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, round over. You feel the stretch here in the hamstrings. You might want to bend your leg if it's hurting, and you can build up to it. This is a good stretch. You can always modify everything in yoga to make it work for your body. Okay, so we're back here into a low lunge. Bring your right foot back to plank position. We'll do a vinyasa. So here we are in plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to your belly. And rest your forehead on the ground. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Low cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Press into the tops of the feet. Push into your pelvis. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale, lift. Elongate through the crown of your head. Press into the tops of your feet. And exhale down. And we're going to come up into plank. And exhale into downward facing dog. And pedal at your feet. This is our first dog. So we're going to do it nice and slow. Bend the left knee. Bring the right heel down. Breathe. Bend the right knee, bring the left heel down. Really claw into the tips of the fingers and the knuckles here. Lift the left leg up into three-legged dog, and exhale, bring the left leg up to a low lunge, and we'll do this series on the other side. So remember, you can be here with blocks. Remember to don't come all the way down, but you want to hold this position, bringing the left hip back and the right hip forward. You could be here. Uh-oh. Inhale, arms up. You better go, Larry. Did she? Yeah. And exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale, release. Last one, inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful. And now walk the left leg forward and straighten the front left leg into half splits. You can stay here on the blocks if that feels good. You can have your knee bent if that feels good. And inhale, look up, look forward. And exhale, round over, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. Oh, after a long day of work, this is creating some space in your body, the breath. Beautiful. Come back into low lunge. Come back into tabletop position. And now we're going to do let's see. Am I doing this right? We're going to do side plank on the left. So tick-tock your left leg out and come up. Whoops. Yeah, that's funny. Isn't yoga fun? And I'm going to try the full side plank. So now I'm pressing into my left hand, lifting my body up. And that was good. Breathe here, 2 more breaths. Okay. And come into plank. Exhale, down to the belly. Inhale, come through tabletop into downward facing dog. And breathe here. Beautiful. Walk your hands to meet your feet. And hang here in forward fold, grabbing the elbows. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Release any stress in the jaw, any tension. Wherever you're feeling tension, just let it melt away. Creating space in the upper back, space behind the legs. Release the arms and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Now we're going to walk to the front of the mat. Going to try to make it so you have a better view. Okay, so walk to the front of the mat slowly. And at the front of your mat, you're going to, let's see, I can do this. We're going to do some sun salutations. So you're at the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive, nice and slow. Inhale, halfway lift, crown to tail, straighten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands at heart center. Let's do that again, twice more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands at heart center. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So now we're getting warm. And we're going to go into Warrior Two. Bring your right leg bent at a 90-degree angle. Line up your front foot with either the heel or the the arch of your left foot. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, relax your shoulders down. You can be gazing forward or you can gaze over your front fingers. Keep a nice deep bend in the front leg. And push into the outermost edge of your left foot. All the while breathing here. Inhale, lean forward, palm up, and exhale, Shanti Virabhadrasana, peaceful warrior. Keep the front knee bent. Inhale back to Warrior Two. Exhale, right forearm on the right knee. Inhale into extended side angle, the longest pose in yoga. Turn the pinky so that it's facing the ground and elongate both sides of your body. The left side is stretching and the right side is stretching. So you're not crushing it here, you're really extending. Breathe. Beautiful. Inhale back up to Warrior Two. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Pivot so that your feet are facing the long side. Hands on your hips. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bending forward. You can put your hands on your calves, on the floor, whatever feels good. Breathe here into wide angle pose. Inhale, rise up. Hands at heart center. Pivot on your left foot, coming into Warrior Two on the left side. Inhale, deep bend in the left leg. Press into the outermost edge of your right foot. And Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe here. If you notice your knee is coming in, maybe make sure the knee is right over the ankle. Exhale, turn the left palm up, hinge forward, up and back into Shanti Virabhadrasana, peaceful warrior. Oh. Inhale, back to Warrior Two. And exhale, extended side angle. Lightly place your forearm on the left leg and Stretch your right fingertips by your ear with the pinky towards the ground. And don't crunch in the left side. Stretch out the left side too. Make micro adjustments to create more space in your body. So if you can lift this arm, or you can put your hand on the floor. Some people like to put their hand on a block or their calf or their thigh. So those are all great modifications you could try. And keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Inhale back up to warrior two. And exhale, straighten the front leg, pivot on the left foot for wide-legged forward fold. So this time clasp your hands behind you and inhale, forward fold. Bring your hands up and over your head. Breathe here. Yeah, go ahead. If this is too much for you, drop your hands. Place your left hand in the middle and inhale, raise your right arm up. See if you can twist here for a full breath cycle. Right hand down, inhale up. Oh, that feels really good. And see if you can straighten or flatten your back, elongate your neck, and then fold and roll up, bending your knees. And we're going to go into goddess pose. Couple of breaths here. So take your toes so that they're pointed out towards the edges of your mat and sink into your hips here. This might feel funny, so you might be up here and that's fine with your knees slightly bent, or you might be all the way down here. So I might be somewhere in between, just because you want to so you want to make sure that your pelvis is not tilted back like that with your butt out. So you want to bring the pelvis underneath you, flatten it like that. Can you see? Okay. So we're going to try to just stay here for a moment and breathe. In goddess pose, many people like to take cactus arms. This creates strength and power. You might even want to repeat to yourself, I am strong. I am powerful. Oh, and it hurts. And it's okay. Okay, let's release that. And let's come into warrior one. Now, warrior one is similar to warrior two, but your feet are hip width distance apart. So deep bend in the front leg, and the back leg is right behind your left hip. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one. So you're not on a straight line like in warrior two, like this, because then your hips would be facing diagonal. So you want your hips facing forward. So you bring your left foot out a little bit and bring your right hip back, left hip forward for warrior one. Beautiful. And we're going to go into a balancing pose from here. So put your weight into your front foot and lift up your left back foot. I'm using my couch for a little stability. And the whole idea is this half moon pose, which is beautiful to come into from warrior one. And you might fall out of it, and that's okay. Or you might want to use a block. I like to use blocks. So here we are, and then we stack the hips. Okay, and release. Okay. I am just falling all over the place, and that's okay. I don't know what that is. Okay, so again, back into Warrior One. Exhale, straighten the front leg and hinge at the hips for Trikonasana triangle pose. So you can come forward this way or you can come this way. Your choice. Whatever feels better in your body. Inhale, come back up into Warrior One. Beautiful. And let's pivot and come into Warrior One with the left foot forward. Right foot comes out a little bit so that our hips can be facing forward. Bring the left hip back, right hip crease forward. Inhale, arms up. For Warrior One, exhale, shoulders down. And now we're going to, using a block, come into half moon pose. So lean forward onto the left foot. Use a block if you need. Raise the right leg. And open the hips so that they're stacked. The right hip is stacked over the left. Breathe here. If you feel like you're going to fall, that's okay. It's no problem. Exhale, come back into Warrior One. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Hands on hips into pyramid pose. Hinge forward, keeping a slight micro bend in the knees for pyramid pose. Breathe, stretching, creating space. Let's come back to plank pose and do a vinyasa. Hold plank for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. All right, so let's do, breathe in and exhale down to the belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, come back to tabletop and then downward facing dog. And take 3 breaths here. Okay, and walk up to the front of your mat, hanging here in forward fold. Exhale, root to rise, and hands at heart center. Now we'll start in chair pose. Inhale, arms up, knees bent, hinge at the hips. Sometimes this is called firebolt or lightning bolt, I should say, lightning bolt. Because the shape with the knees bent is like a lightning bolt. Inhale, hands to heart center. And exhale, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and twist. Inhale, reset in chair pose. And exhale, right elbow to left knee for a twist. Beautiful. Reset in chair pose and stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Imagine you are as strong as a mountain. Now take your right leg and bring it over your left knee into eagle. So here we go. Now you can use your block here as a kickstand to help you with this pose. So right leg over left knee and left arm above the right. And I want to show you what this looks like. It's hard to do this. I don't have a... Let's see. Breathe here. Exhale and take flight. And we'll come into eagle on the other side. So balance on your right leg. Bring your left leg up and over, wrapping it around the right. And inhale, right arm over left, pressing the palms together in eagle arms, lifting the elbows. Inhale here. And exhale, sit back. Keep going. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take flight. Beautiful. I'd love to do tree pose now. So standing on your left foot, spread the toes really wide and put all of your weight in your left foot. Bring the knee up and then out to the side. You can place your foot against your thigh or your calf and see how that feels, or maybe you need to kickstand it on the floor. It's all good. We're building our balance, we're building our strength. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, cactus arms. Maybe we want to breathe here. Maybe we want to raise our branches, raise our gaze. Each step of the way, we're building our power, building our balance. Now maybe look up. And finally, maybe close your eyes and that's what makes me lose it. Okay, and release. Come back. And now, stepping on your mat, on your right foot, open the toes really wide. Feel the earth supporting you. And put all your weight in the right foot and knee up and out. I'm gonna go for the calf here. I've got a little less balance on this side, and that's okay. It's okay to fall out of it. I'm looking at a focal point on the ground, hands at heart center, breathing, focusing. And I lost it, and that's okay. I'm gonna get right back into it because it's like life. The tree pose. You fall out of it, you come back into it. Maybe you want to raise your arms into cactus arms, raise your gaze slightly. Maybe all the way up and your tree branches are swaying because your balance is a little bit rocky, and that's okay. Maybe look up, maybe close your eyes. Okay, and release. Beautiful. Shake it out. Shake it out. Maybe do a little dance. Okay, so how's everybody feeling right now? I would love to check on you, and if there was anyone here, I would check on you, but there's nobody here, and that's okay. I'm just going to continue. We're going to inhale, arms up, reach up, up, up to the sky. Maybe lean back a little bit. And exhale, forward fold, touching your toes if you can, or your shins or your knees, wherever your hands lie. And now crouch all the way down into a ball. And then sit down. And we're going to come into, and then come onto your belly for, I'm going to change the mat over here. And my face is going to be huge. Okay, that's okay. I'm okay with that. And come onto your belly. And your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Your hands are straight out in front of you. Let me see if I can get this better. And this is called Sphinx Pose. And we're going to hold this for a bunch of breaths. Oh, I cut off my head. Wow, look at that. I am smiling still. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to get it so that you could see my face, but not an engineer. I don't know. Not really a great camera person. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna hold this. Oh, wow. Oh, that feels so good. Look forward. This is great for the low back. Now come on to resting on your forearms and just taking it easy. Rock out the hips from side to side. Let me make sure. Not. Rock the hips from right to left. Maybe turn your head the other way. I could easily fall asleep right now. Oh, it's been a long day. But we still have some yoga to do, so let's push ourselves back up into a child's pose. So spread your knees the width of the yoga mat and put your toes together. I'm going to turn it back this way because I think it was better this way. Okay, so knees are spread, toes are together, and we're just going to put our forehead on the ground and breathe here. Okay. Now, come onto your back, and we're going to do a bridge pose. So bring your heels towards your butt and put your hands flat on the floor and lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. See if you can walk your hands underneath you. If you can't, that's okay. They can stay here. And breathe here in bridge pose. Okay. Two more breaths. And release, hug the knees into the chest, and maybe rock right and left. Maybe just circle up and around to the right, and then up and around to the left. And now we're going to do Supine Pigeon. Bring your left foot down to the ground, knee up. The right ankle crosses over the left knee. Inhale, bring the left knee towards your chest and going underneath. You're going to leave your head on the ground. You're going to push using your right elbow into this knee so you feel a nice stretch there. Breathe. And we're going to hold this supine pigeon, releasing any tension in the hips. Breathe into it. And release. Both feet are on the ground. And now bring your left ankle over your right knee. And inhale. Go behind the right thigh, clasping the hands. Pushing a little bit, using your elbow, push your left knee out away from you and inhale. So there's this push and there's this pull happening that's beautiful and luscious and feels so good. Breathe here. Take a couple more breaths. And release. Place both feet down on the ground. And then we're just going to windshield wiper our knees to the right and to the left. Back and forth, releasing the low back. This should feel really good. I do miss seeing all of you yogis. So I hope that maybe you'll tune in, or I am also taping this. Maybe you'll watch it and do it. Okay. And now we come into our final resting pose, corpse pose. Straighten the legs. Make sure your neck is elongated. Breathe here. You've done a lot of work. You deserve this rest. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe bring your knees up to your chest for one last stretch. In. Roll onto your right or left side into a little fetal position. When you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position and sit in Sukhasana, easy seat. Sit up tall on your sits bones. Thank you for joining today. I hope that this was a benefit to your wellness practices, and I invite you to say Om Shanti 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 with me, which means go in peace and peace and peace. So inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Go in peace and peace and peace. Thank you so much for joining today. This was a blast. How do I turn this off? Let's see. Okay. I guess this. Hey, Larry. I don't know what I just did.